Well, that's different. The music's still playing. I don't know what happened there, y'all. Hold on a second. I know what it is. I know what it is. There we go. It was also playing on my other screen. So welcome in, y'all, to Let's Get Crafting. How is everyone doing tonight? So, y'all, we still have snow in Tennessee, and it's so pretty. And I have just looked at it from the window. I did walk out on the porch, take some pictures, but that's about it. So I know we've got Miss Nancy and Miss Katrina and Miss Kimberly. So welcome in to each of you. Let me make sure I haven't missed anybody. I haven't. So welcome in to one and all. Okay, so before I forget, let me show y'all the mystery beanie that I was making the other night. So I did finish it up. So we do have the textured crown that my members chose. Then we have the 2 rounds of half double. And then for this one, I did 10 rounds of the sedge stitch, finished it off with 2 rounds of half double. And so that's how it turned out. So that's how that turned out. This is in the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the color Green Apple. Aw, thanks, Miss Kimberly. She said, you're looking especially pretty today. Thank you. I washed my hair. Katrina said, oh, I love the hat. Thank you. Okay, so that is how this one turned out. And then, you know, we started it with the candy shop in Jolly Rancher. So we started with this one, and it was really dark on screen. So I went ahead and finished it. So that's what this one looks like. So also with the textured crown, the 2 rows of half double. Now this one is also a 4-weight. Hey, Mom, welcome in. Hello, Miss Samantha. So this one is a little bit thinner weight. So instead of 10 rounds of the sedge, I did 11. So let me show you what this one looks like. Looking for where I put it together, like the seam. And I hid that seam well. Can't even find it. There it is. So that's how this one is. So we've got the dark up top, and then as y'all see, it kind of faded in. So that's this one. Hey, Liz, welcome in. So again, so this one I did 11 on the sedge, and this one I did 10. And so that's how I did it. That's how they turned out. Katrina says, oh, that one's pretty too. Thanks, y'all. My mom says, ooh, that purple is really pretty. Thank you, thank you. So that one is with this candy shop. All right, y'all, I'm going to need your help on doing this cross stitch temperature thingy. So there were some that I was wanting to do in crochet, but I decided that would be way too many ends to weave in. So then today, was it today? Might have been last night. I was like, ooh, I could do a cross stitch one. Then I wouldn't have to worry about weaving in all the tails. So, okay, we're going to take this hat off because it's hot. So I worked out a pattern grid on using my cross stitch pattern maker. So I'm going to show y'all that, and then I'm going to let y'all vote if I should put at the top or the bottom, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. Let me share screen because I went ahead and left it up, and then we're going to pick out the colors, and I'm going to do hey, Candy, welcome in. So I'm going to do a 5-degree temperature range for the cross stitch because we can change the color as many times as we want. So we don't have to worry about all them tails. I mean, y'all have to cut it and hide it in the back, but it's easier to do than it is with other things. Okay, so present, share screen, and then y'all tell me if we should put the, where's it at? Oh, there it is. If we should put the year at the top or the year at the bottom. Now, all of these colors are going to change. I just did it all the same for right now. Then I'll go in each day and change the color palette, and you'll see. I guess I could share a screen, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so there you go. It's coming. There we go. Okay, so do we want to do it at the bottom, or should I put it at the top? Now, when this is done, it's going to be right at 8 by 10. So I'll be able to frame it. I put all that in the description below. But let me know what y'all think. So should we do it at the bottom or the top? So let's get y'all's vote. And then that's how it's going to make a difference as to where I start on the Aida fabric. But other than that, it can be, because, yeah. Let's see here. JDDDD. Scrolling. Okay, Kimberly says bottom. So we have one vote for the bottom. Candy also says the bottom. So that's 2 for the bottom. Y'all let me know. I've got chat up over here too. Because right now on my computer, all I can see are the 2 things that y'all can see. Okay, so there's another one for the bottom, one for the top. Looks like bottom is edging out. And then we'll start picking our colors. Okay, so now that y'all can see top or bottom, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pull this one up right here and make it a little bigger. Okay, so right now I got it at 33%. This is the one with the bottom. Make it 100%. So this is what we're going to do, or this is what I'm thinking. So for each month, I'm just going to do one block with the letters, the starting letter of the month. And then this pale blue is going to become the low temperature of the day. And then the upper right section, which in this one is this dark chocolate brown, is going to become the high of the day. So when this is done, it is going to be so pretty in all different colors. And I'm thinking maybe for the outside, this I just put there so that I could, when I would go check my my size, because I can click here. Let me see if it'll show. No, it doesn't do drop downs. Let me see if it shows the pop-up. It does not. Okay. Up here in the upper right corner, right here where it has fabric, I can click on that and it gives me a drop down screen. It doesn't show that in share screen because it's a new screen. But so there, I was putting I put the border around it just so I could measure it to see how big it was going to be. And right now it's going to be super close to an 8 by 10. And I picked that because that's an easy way it'd be easy to frame it if I want to frame it. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe the background color will be white or pale gray or something along those lines. And then this outside rim, this outside border here, put it in black. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And then whatever I do this outside color in, do all of the letters the same color. So if I did black, then I would do black, JFMA, that kind of thing. Alrighty. So what do y'all think about that? Does that sound like a plan? All right, let me stop sharing so I can see StreamYard again. Did it take me? Go away. You didn't take me back over there. And solo. All right, so I'm thinking that the bottom has 1, so that's what we're going to go with for now. Let's set this over here. Kimberly says, very good. Okay, so if you want to stitch along with me, what are you going to need? You are going to need some Aida fabric. I am going to be using Aida 14. So if you want yours to end up the same size as mine, you're going to need at least an 11 by 18. Well, you probably won't need the full 18, but these come in sheets of 11 by 18. This particular brand does anyway. So that's what I'm going to be using. And then if you want your finished product or your finished project to be smaller, you can go with an 18. If you want it to be larger, you can go with an 11. But if you want it to be an 8 by 10, you're going to need some Aida 14. You're going to need an embroidery hoop if you like to use them, which I do. I don't like doing my cross stitch just without it because it just makes, I don't know. This is how I was taught, so this is how I like to do it. You're going to need some floss and a whole bunch of different colors. I am going to, the color chart I picked out, I'm going to need 20 colors, I believe is what I just figured out on. This particular pack was one I got at clearance when Dollar General had their clearance. So this one already has 18 colors, but not to worry because I also, well, I already had a bunch. But anyway, I also picked some up when Hobby Lobby had their clearance sale. And so I'm going to be using these different brands. Normally I use DMC, but I've got this Artistry brand. Actually, I think all of these are, yeah. So we all different colors. So we have plenty. We have more than 20 colors that we can pick from. And then I also have this one, which this is a Coats and Clark. So I'm not sure where I picked it up at. But it also has a bunch of colors. And it has some of these that are like multi-stranded in one. Probably won't use those just because, I don't know. I probably won't. But that's what we got. So let's pick out the colors. Okay, let me put this Aida 18 back over here out of the way. And I will turn the camera so y'all can see what we got. Now I'm thinking for the lower colors, go with like shades of blue and then work our way up. And then we can do it up the rainbow. Like start with shades of blue or like dark purple for the lowest and then work our way up to red for the highest. But let me move all this stuff out of the way. Oh yeah, you'll also need a needle, a cross stitch needle. And then you can, however many colors you choose will be up to you. It'll depend upon how many, how wide of a temperature range you do. So let me switch my camera here. There we go. All right, so I have looked at the temperature range that we've had so far. And so far in this year, our lowest temp has been 13. Oh, let me turn this camera back on now. Hey, Jeanette, welcome in. She says, hey there, Pam and everyone in chat. How are you doing tonight? We are getting ready to pick the colors for the cross-stitch temperature blanket. Oh, and I guess I could have showed y'all. Let me show y'all this. Let me go solo. So for those that haven't seen it yet, here is what's going on with the temperature blanket. So we're doing half a row per day. And I was going to go ahead because I thought that this blue here, was going to flow on through. But no, because the temp changed, so now I have to change colors back to this minty color. And then I'm pretty sure today's color is going to change back to the blue. So I will get that all squared away and get that all caught up. Okay, now back to picking out the colors. Go back, exit. There we go. All right, so we've got this one here with the shades of blue. This one has blue, and it's got these two darker purplies, which I think, well, that says Crafter's Closet. Oh, this is the one I picked up at Dollar General. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Jeanette says she is doing good. So what we'll do is we'll pick out the colors. I will jot down their number. All of your DMC flosses, or all of your flosses, not necessarily DMC, are going to have this number on them, or a number. That is not going to focus in. Why not? Focus. Focus on that, not on my... Come on. Are you too close to focus? There we go. That'll be better. Why are you not focusing right there? Do y'all talk to your cameras? Anyway, trust me, there's a number there. And so what I'll do is I'll write that number down once we pick the colors. So we're going to need 20 colors. And I'm thinking these two might be too close together to the same color. So we're going to kick one of these out. Do we want to keep the darker one, the slightly darker, or go with the lighter one? Let me know. We also have this light one here. But we're going to keep that one. So let me know if we want to keep the darker one or the middle one. Hello, Blessed to Crochet. Welcome in. How are you doing? And I know that StreamYard is a little bit behind YouTube, so I'm going to give it a second for what I'm saying to reach y'all so y'all can vote back to me. So these are the two we're picking right now. Do we want to keep the darker one or the lighter one of these two right here? Like I said, they are because they're very close together. So I'm going to toss one of them and keep one. Well, toss meaning it's not going to make it into this particular project. Then we've got some other colors. Okay, so keep the darker or toss the darker? I don't remember how I worded the question. So we're keeping or tossing? Crocheting and watching. That's how I normally watch lives as well. So how did I word it, y'all? Keep the darker. Okay, so we're going to keep the darker. Is that what everybody's saying? If so, okay. And if I misunderstood, y'all let me know and I'll bring back the other one. Okay, but for right now, that's what we're going to go with. Oh, let's see. So I'm doing my degrees. Like I said, I'm doing them by 5. So we've got 10 and under, and then going up by 5 if I counted correctly. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25. Making sure I counted correctly. In my little grid here, make sure I didn't. Okay, yes, so keeping the darker. Okay, thank you. So I've got that. So we've got that one taken care of. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yes, so we're going to need 20 colors. Okay, so I know that seems like a whole lot, but it's going to be beautiful when it's done. And I can frame it and hang it up. And yeah. Ooh, these are soft. These are like way soft. Ooh, I like that. That's really soft in comparison. Okay, so I'm dumping these out. I know there are 18 colors here. So we got the colors of the rainbow here. Okay, let me move the notebook. How's that? I'll move you over here for now. See what other colors we've got here. Okay, so we've got some peaches. I think I'm going to take out the blues. Not the blues, the blacks and the white. Because, ooh, those are stuck together. And then we'll pick out any that are like super close to the same color. Well, these are stuck together. Hold on. Okay. All right, these two look very close, very similar. So you can't even really tell much of a difference on screen. This one has a hint of a peachiness to it, whereas the one on the left is just more pink. So, yeah. I'll toss you over there. Okay, so how many we got? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got 21. Okay, well, I can see right here, we can get rid of one of those because those two are very similar. Take you away. Those are pretty close as well. But I need one more. Do I have a dark? Because if I take those away, then I've taken away too many. How close are y'all? Y'all are... Okay. I need to open up a drawer and move some stuff out of the way. All right, let's put y'all over here. All right, let's see if any of these blues are different than the ones I've already got laid out here on the table. I don't think so. Sorry for the crinkling. Y'all can't even see it. I'm sorry. I think all of these blues are out there. So what color? Aha, see one we don't have. We need some more orange. Again, I apologize for the crinkling. I'll try to take it out over here where you can't hear it as well. Or hear it as much, I should say. Okay. And those are pretty. Those are different. There we go. All right, let's see if I got my count right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 20. And I will probably find a more red. Because I just can't believe there's not like a bright red in any of this. Does this one have a red? It does. Hold on. What? Sorry, y'all. These are tangled up around one another. Okay, there we go. Now we got another red in there. And we'll figure out which ones to pull out here in a second. Which ones to remove. Okay. I just felt like we needed a brighter red. Okay. Okay. I think maybe... Okay, so we got these 3 blues here. They're all fairly similar. So I think we can get rid of one of them. Let's see. That one. All right. There we go. So now we got to figure out what order. And I'm thinking rainbow color. Like, so we want to go all the way up here to these be the high. The reds be the highest. So we got red. Then we got orange. Yellow. And y'all let me know if you think I should go another way. Oh, we got to get the pinks in there somewhere. Let's see here. Should we go pink after red? Like that? Should the pinks go after the red or should they go... Oh, Nancy said that would make a pretty thumbnail. All the... Oh, when I get it all sorted, I could do that. I guess I could zoom y'all back out a little. Wrong remote. And y'all, I completely forgot to set the redirect. Nancy will be going live after I'm done here. If y'all want to head over to her house. I meant to set that redirect. Okay, so we got red, orange, yellow, green next. So we got, let's go with the little limey green. This one, this one, this one. And then we'll go to this Tilly one. And then go to the blue. These 2. Once I get them all laid out here, y'all just let me know if I should switcheroozy them. I think you need to go to the other end. Okay. All right, how's that look? Does that look like a good? I know they're like all janky. I know some of them were coming out of their little skeins coming out of the packaging. But how's that look? We'll scooch it apart a little bit. Y'all let me know if you think anything should be moved around. And we can try it out. Now remember, these are not necessarily going to go side by side because these are going to be based upon what the temp was for that day. But I think that looks like a pretty good arrange. And the below 10 degrees and the high are going to fluctuate. Or they're going to probably be, I would say these two would be used the least amount. So do we want to switch and make the darker purple stay? Or do we want to keep it like it is? Y'all let me know. I'll give y'all a second to be doing that. And while y'all do that, I'm going to open up my floss. Open up my fabric. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using, the 8 to 10, and I'm going to measure it across just to make sure that I have it before I get started. Nancy said, always keep the purples. Well, the purples are staying. It's just going to be a matter of which one is going to get used the least amount. So which of the purples do you like the most? Or do you just like all the purples and it doesn't matter? Because I don't know if we'll have any days below 10 degrees, but we might have, because that's the low temp. And last year we did hit single digits. So, but if y'all think this looks good, then I'm going to write down these numbers and we're just going to go with it. Kimberly said purple on the left the most. So this purple, you want to keep this one to use the most, so switch these two, or switch this one with that one. So I could do this. Even though this one looks more blue. But like I said, it's not really going to matter. Or I could take one of these blues down to the bottom. I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping them all in frame so y'all can see them. Okay. Hi, Miss C. Welcome in. Miss C says put the red purple on the end so it's the hottest. This one. So move it. Okay. So that's like this. That way it kind of flows. So we're going from that way so that it mixes back in. Okay, so keeping the, so like that. Well, we're starting with the coldest to the hottest because I wanted the blues. Okay, so how about we do this then? No, you need to go back down there. How about that? Put the two top on the bottom. Like, I was reading your mind, yeah. So like that. Then we have cold to hot. Kimberly says, no, go back. But I thought you wanted, so which one? Do you want this one to get used more? Kimberly said, yes, that is good. See now. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second and let y'all put the lavender, okay, like that. The lavender next to the periwinkle. Yes, and then the darkest one here. Okay, I can live with that. Does that look good with y'all? Kimberly said yes. Okay. All right. And we will probably use this because we do have some days that it gets quite hot. Okay, where's my little... See, now I done lost my notebook. There it is. Because last year we did have a couple of days that hit over 100. Move my stuff out the way here. Okay. So 10 and under is going to be Crafter's Closet. I'm going to put CC for Crafter's Closet. And I believe after I told y'all that all of these have a number, these don't have a number. What the heck? Crafter's Closet, why you want to make that? Okay, so we're calling this lavender because that's what Kimberly called it, so that's what I'm calling it. Okay, and then we're calling this one periwinkle. And then we're calling this one, we'll call this one, does that look like royal to y'all? And then this one has a number because, you know, they know how to do things. This is IRL, nope, Iris. 398. Crafter's Closet. We're just going to call this light blue. Hey, Carrie, welcome in. Okay. What do y'all call that? Seafoam green? Does that sound good to y'all? It's a little darker. Or would that be teal? What color would y'all call that one? So, Miss Carrie, did you go out sledding? We're just going to call this green. Oh, okay. Turquoise for that one. That works. We're going to call this one lime. And what I'll do is after we get off the live, I'll grab my Sharpie and I'm going to write on the back here to what we named all these. Okay. This one, oh, this one has a number because it's an iris. And it is 776. But for the record, I probably would have called that one Light Sage. Okay, this one here, does this look like a seafoam green to y'all? Carrie said, I did. Did you? No, ma'am, I did not. I did not step foot in the snow. I walked out on the porch. I took some pictures from the window. Even little Maxie didn't even want to go out. Well, he's not little. Even Maxie didn't want to go out in it. He opened up the back door and he looked out and we was like, ha ha ha. No, he did go out to do his business in the pen, but he didn't go out in the yard. He's like, no way, lady. Carrie says, it looks seafoamy. Okay. This one, easy enough for it, is yellow. Okay, we're going to call this one. All right, so we got 3 shades of orangey here. We're going to call this one like a peachy color. It's a little darker than peach, but that's what we're calling it. This one has a number, or it should. This is the Coats and Clark. Let's see here. Well, I said it would. Since when did they quit putting numbers on these? It's probably why they were on clearance. Coats and Clark, y'all know better than that. Okay, hold on. It's probably hiding. It is. It's hiding. It's hiding right here underneath the label. So we're just going to say, we're just going to call that one orange. Oh, I already have a CC. Okay, we'll call this Coats and C. We'll just call it orange. And then this one I will call red orange. So the one I called so you think this one looks more aqua? Scooch them back over. So you think this is, I should call this one aqua? I think Kimberly said that as well. And then this one has a number, but it's going to just be pink. Nope. 167. But these not having numbers on them is going to make it hard for me to like drop that into my program, which is not a big deal because I can just choose a DMC floss number that matches close enough. Hey, Lori. Did I miss the hat finish? You did, but you know what? That's okay. I will, once I finished writing all these numbers down, I will go back and show it again. Okay, then we got this one, Iris. We'll do 607. Coats and Clark red. Okay, let's see here. What color do we call this one? It is a red. We're going to call it, it's not really burgundy. It's not dark enough to be burgundy. What color should this one be? Fuchsia? I could go with fuchsia. It's more of a, it doesn't really have, it's not, let me see if I can, there we, well, it is kind of showing up fuchsia-y. Lori said, that's okay. She's interested in this. We'll come back to a color for that one. And then this one has a number. They just made this so difficult by not putting the numbers on it. I should have looked at that before I started. I thought I was all prepared, y'all. I thought I was like, oh yeah, I am ready to roll with this one. 580. Because this doesn't really have pink in it, even though it looks like it does. It's more of a red, but it's not a true red. It's not really, well, I guess it could be a crimson. It's not really dark like Roll Tide crimson. But it's more on the crimson red family. I could go with cherry. I could get on board with cherry. We'll call it cherry. Okay. All right, so we got our colors. And like I said, scarlet. Scarlet would work. I could go with a scarlet too. Cherry and scarlet. It's in the red family more so than the fuchsia-y. And I know that it's probably because of the way my camera is picking up the colors. So, okay. All right, so we've got our color palette. Let's see, we called this one. This is the one we called turquoise, and y'all said look more aqua, right? All right. So here's our colors. Woo. We're doing it by 5-degree temps. So I already have my color or my temps for what I'm using for my blanket. So I'm going to use my highs and lows. Luckily, I've been keeping track of them. Ignore these. Those are my blanket colors. So for 40, we're going to go over here and pick out a color, and we need a 23 for our temperature range. So 40 and 23. So 36 to 40 is green, which was you. And then what I say, 23. So 23 is going to be the 398 Iris. 2, 3, this one. All right. And now I can just slide the rest of you. I'll go back and do a screenshot, make sure I got all these in the right order. I'll just lay y'all up here to get them out of the way. The one next to the aqua from her looked like the turquoise, then the light blue. Okay. Oh, yeah, because this one had a number on it. I got you. I see what you're saying. So the light blue, the turquoise. Okay. All right, so let's put that there. And what did I do? There it is. With my fabric. So here we go. Now, ordinarily, in a cross-stitch project, you're going to fold your stuff and you're going to start in the center, find the center of it, and then go out. But since I'm starting this, that is weird looking. It's like two-toned. That's weird. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it's like got like a different color going through this. Okay. Slide you up a little. I'm going to pull this out over here. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. I noticed the other day when I did that, I did it right under the screen or under the microphone, and it was very loud. Okay, so going across here. This is supposed to be, okay, good deal. It's supposed to be an 11 by 18, so I wanted to see if it was actually an 11 by 18. It is actually 12. So that gives me a little bit more leeway, so I don't have to start like right in the very, very corner. So yay. Because my project is going to be an 8 by 10. So good deal. Whoa. I'm going to grab this here. So since it has been folded, this is going to be the center of my, pretty much the center of the top here. Let me think for a second. Let me go over here. Do I still have that open? I do. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm just looking at the pattern to make sure I'm getting it centered-ish so that I don't waste much. But I also need to make sure that I'm getting put it here. I may have to use a smaller hoop. What am I doing here, y'all might be asking? I am going to make sure that if I start right here, I'll have enough room. I'm just going to take, this is not going to be enough to go through there. Nope. Where's my other needle? It's in here. I want to make sure that my, that if I start it right here, that when I get over here to the other side, I'm not out of room and needing 2 more blocks to be able to finish it. I should be good to go. But y'all give me just a second while I count. So I will count quietly. Let me go back over here to StreamYard side. Drop you back down. Let's see. Media. We'll put the music on. We'll put the music on while I don't like that music. That one's not good. No. StreamYard doesn't have great music, y'all. Sorry. There we go. I can deal with that. How about y'all? Okay. Right there is 50. That one should be good if I started there. Okay. That way y'all can listen to a little bit something. Hey, DC, welcome in. How are you? Okay. Let's see here. Come here, you. I'm going to start with the smaller hoop because it doesn't have as big of a pitch, and then I can get started. DC is okay-ish. So I asked Carrie if she went out sledding. Did anybody else get out in the snow? I did not. Okay. Tighten you back down. Blessed that I was halfway to 63 and she said that. Yeah, I know when you're trying to count and somebody starts rattling out numbers. Okay. I probably could have actually shifted it down because I'm going to be longer. I didn't measure how long it was. Nancy said someone stole your snow. I'm sorry. Oh, it's pretty well 18 going down. So, I don't need it to be 18 for the length because I'm doing 8 by 10. So that'll work. Okay. So this right here is spitting this little section out. So I'm going to move it down just a smidge. DC said rode home from work in Lebanon up to Smithville Snow Hill. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to get out and drive in that mess. Okay, that'll get me. Let's flip you this way. Come on, get back on there. Did I not tight? There we go. That's a little better. Or not better at all. What have I done? What have I done? I'm trying to not hide my one there. I want to make sure I start in the same spot. So we're going to start right there. Where'd my needle go? Make me a new opening. There we go. Now we tighten it back down. DC says an hour's drive became an hour and a half. Well, I'm glad that you are home now. Lori said she is working on an embroidery project that said the laundry is looking at me dirty again. With bras, undies, boxers, nylon, and socks hanging on a clothesline. That's cute. I've seen one that's not. It's a naughty one. It's a pile of dirty clothes. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I will email it to you what it said. Just because I know that there are little ears listening and they'd be like, what does that mean? Or they would 100% understand what it means. And yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, so now let me get out my little crochet hook, or my crochet hook. No, we're not doing crochet. Cross stitch needle. Okay. And we're going to make little boxes. And I will show y'all the pattern again in case anybody is wanting to do it. Boop. Oh, I just dropped you down in there. Get back here. So let me share screen again and I'll show y'all the pattern that we're doing. Lori said it's going to be a Valentine's Day gift for the hubby since he does the laundry around here. Aw, cute. And let's go back to share screen. Window. Where did it go? Cancel. I guess I have to have it up. It can't be hidden at the bottom. Now let's try share screen again. There we go. All right, so we've got January. Oh, yeah, I forgot about January. I did all that for nothing because we're going to have to scooch over 5. It's okay. All right, so what we're going to be starting with is this one here. So we've got our colors. So this bottom one, we're just going to leave it like it is for right now. And then I'm going to change this top one to green. Boop. I don't know if y'all can see that. I guess I could have made it a little bigger. So here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing boxes with 5 across, 5 down. I could even make it bigger for y'all to see it even better. Let's go 200%. Forget these screens are super small when I'm sharing screen because I can't do solo. There we go. So what we're going to do is we've got the dark blue or the light blue here, which is this one here. This color. This represents our low of the day. And then the green represents the high for that day. So we'll start with either one of those colors. And then I'm going to skip the space where this J is going to go. And then I'll come back to it. So to get started, this right here we decided could be the corner. Oh, y'all can't see. Where I put the dark, or where I shove the larger needle through. So then I'm going to count over because I'm going to have this border piece. So we're going to have this border. Then we're going to have a space here. Skip over the J, which all of the letters for the month are the same size as these other blocks. So they're also going to be 5x5s. And then we're just going to skip over here and get to stitching. If you like to go, you can do it however y'all want to do it. So let's start with the green. Stop sharing, go back to StreamYard. Make it go back little bitty. There we go. So I'm not going to need a very big piece here, so that'll be good. Now what did I do with my scissors? I buried them, didn't I? I buried them with floss. That should be enough because we're not doing a very big section. And then I'm going to do mine with 3-ply. Y'all can do it with 3-ply or 2-ply or however you prefer to do it. I'm going to do mine with 3. So I'm just going to pull it apart. Put a little knot in it. Get my little threader here. Well, try that again. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to count over. So this is going to be the border and then the space. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here is where I'm going to want to come in from the back side. No, one more because we have a space in between. So this one here. Go up from behind. Okay, let me make sure I got my, I just pulled that right out of there. Okay, so we've got the one on the edge and then the space, and then we've got our 5 for the first block, skip 1, and so this is where we're going to be starting. Now I got to thread it again as I pulled it out. Then I'm going to just go this other move this down here, get it out of the way. So I'm just going to make 5 little slants. Hey Susan, I am starting on a temperature cross stitch, and we have picked out all the colors that we're going to be using, or that I'm going to be using for mine. And if y'all want to do one, you are welcome to do one as well. I've put all of the what I'm using in the description box. Each day is going to be a block of 5x5. I'm doing the top section of the block, or the top, like the top half for the high of the day, and then the bottom half of the lower corner is going to be the low for the day. And then I'm putting a 1 block space between each one. And that's how I'm doing it, just because I wanted to see how it would look. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Probably not really. Now I'm going back across to complete my X. Sometimes I do it this way. Sometimes I do the X all at one time. There's really, I don't think any rhyme nor reason. I don't think there's a, some may say it's kind of like with crochet. Everybody does things a little bit different. I'm sure somebody's going to tell you that there is a right way and a wrong way. But this is the way I do it. So I'm just going to finish this little block right here, and then we will head out. So has anybody done any kind of temperature projects that are not crochet? Like, have you done a knitted one or a quilted one or anything like that? Let me know if you've done any kind of temperature projects. And I thought about doing these like keeping them sectioned by the month, but I thought it would flow better if I just did it all the way through, going January all the way, just doing the same number of blocks all the way across. Oh, so I'm doing them, if you're wanting to figure it out, I'm doing 18 blocks of 5 across is how I'm doing it. Okay, so y'all, I'm going to hang this down and let my thread untwist. Hi, Aisha. Welcome in. Kimberly started a quilt. Awesome. So I'm doing 18 blocks of 5 are going to be going across, and then I'll have 21 blocks of 5 going down. The first block is going to be a J for January. And then I'll do 31 blocks, and then I'll do the F for February. And then I'm going to put a little border all the way around it. Oh, yeah, so that was my question. Okay, so should I do the background? What color should I do the background? Should I do it in shades of gray, and then do the numbers or the letters and the border in black? Should I do it in white? Let me go back to the share screen so y'all can see what it looks like and get a better idea of how to answer. Okay, so let me shrink it back down to 33%. Okay, so that's currently what it looks like. And the 2025 and the hearts at the bottom, those were just for filler. I can change those to another color. But we can, let me make it a little bigger. So say we want to do the background white, which is pretty well what it already is, but that's how it would change it to that. Or, okay, little StreamYard thing, you're blocking my little clicky-do. Or if we did it in gray, it would look like this. Nope. I didn't get you in the right spot. If we do it in gray, it would look like that. And it's going to look different too, because these aren't going to be the exact colors, because the colors are going to be changing daily based on the high and low as far as the blocks. That was just so I could get the palette going. And I guess we can, like, after I get done with, say, January, I can go in and we can decide what color at that point to do those, because then I can just go back and stitch those in I can either wait till the end and do those all at one time, or I can, once I decide what color to do the background, I can go back in and do those. And then here is the last little square for this day. Day 1, January 1st. Let's see. Let's undo the gray and put it back so that it's back to white. That's what it would look like if it's white. And stop screen share. Okay, so that is what it is looking like. I will go ahead and do this section right here so you can see the 2 squares. What color am I going to be doing the month letters with? I'm thinking probably black, or I could do them in like a dark gray. Or I could do the letters, which, let's see. None of our colors are super dark, so I could even do the whole background in black and then do the letters in like a pale gray. All right. So now I'm just going to flip this over, put a little knot in it. Whoa, back up. slide it up underneath those others, and then snip. Put you over there. Grab my blue here. Hey, Lana. She said, I saw you were on. Not sure how long I'll be on, but wanted to say hi and leave a thumbie. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I am almost done here. We're getting ready to head over to Miss Nancy's. She is probably already live. I'm running over just a bit. I was going to try to keep tonight's down to an hour. That's why I thought I was getting prepared, but you know, I'm not. Okay, why are you not? There we go. 1, 2, 3. Sandra said, that's such a cute idea. Thanks. Yeah, because see, I was wanting to do one where I had the high and the low, but you know, when I'm crocheting it, it's so massive. So I decided I could do the same idea that I was wanting to do with the blanket, but I could do it using this, and then it would become, oh, what did I do with my needle? Man, y'all, I done lost it. It's got to be laying here somewhere. Okay. Lift you up gentler. There you are. But I thought if I did it like this, then I would have a wall hanging. And so this one's going to be an 8x10. So if y'all want to stitch along with me for the year, I'll put how I'm doing it in the description box. But if y'all want a copy of the graph of the cross stitch pattern thingy, shoot me an email and I'll send it to you as a PDF. Now your colors and everything will be different because, you know, we're obviously not going to know what the colors are. So just go by the graph, not by the actual colors. Because right now, the colors are showing as chocolate brown and blue. And then we have this one that we just changed. So it'll have a lighter blue and a green. But I can shoot you that over anyway if y'all really want it. I can email it over to you so that you'll have your numbers if you're wanting to. And it'll give you like the finished size if you're using an Aida 14 fabric, and you do 18 little boxes going across with one block in between, and then 21 going down, then that will get you the same size as mine. But it'll also give you the how I'm doing each letter. So it'll give you the stitch count that you would need for your letters. But yeah, my email is, pop it up here. I should have a banner that has it. There it is. BeeCreativeCrafts1@gmail.com. So if you want a copy of the temperature blanket chart for the cross stitch, let me know and I will shoot it over to you. And if you preferred your date, I think everybody voted bottom except for Nancy. But yeah, so I can just email that over to you. Let me know. So I'm only going to do this one day on the live because, you know, it gets a little, y'all may not want to sit here and watch me do this the whole time. And if I could figure out how to put the PDF, I wonder if I could, I don't know. I don't know how I can do a PDF. I don't know. If I could figure out how to do it to where y'all can just go somewhere and click on it, then if you wanted to follow along and update it, like see it updated. I don't know. I don't know how I can, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I think when it's done, it's going to look really cool. And this is a project, like if you're wanting to do a temperature project, but you're not wanting something super huge, a little cross stitch project would work because it would be portable. All right, so there is the last stitch of the first day. And then I will do update videos along the way throughout the year to show how I'm doing it. So there is day 1. And I may just go ahead and decide what, like, after I go in and change up the colors for the first week. Okay, let me switch cameras back over here. I don't like talking into that little bitty thing. So hold on just a second. Let's turn you off. Hello. So once I get, because we're on day, 11? So tomorrow I'll have all of my highs and lows. I've been using the weather channel, weather.com is where I've been getting my daily highs and lows. They have a monthly. If you click on it and click, I think it's in the upper right corner, has like a drop down menu. Click on the one that says monthly and almanac, and then you can change the zip code to whatever you want it to be, wherever you are. And then it'll give you can also change the year. So if you want to do like the year you were born or your wedding year or your children's birth year, whatever you want to do, you can change that. And you can even start it on the day of their birth and then go for her first year of birth. And anyway, however you want to do it. I'm just starting with January 1st, 2025. And that is the first little bitty day. So we've got our low and our high. So after I do this first week, I'll be able to see, like, and I'll play around with the different colors and see how I want to do it. If I want to, for the background color. And then I'll let y'all know. But because that way, while I have it in this little section, I want to be able to go ahead and get it going. But anyways, that's what we got, y'all. That is the temperature blanket the cross stitch temperature project. Where's my little, there we go. The temperature project. Okay, so Miss Lori, if you are still here, here's how the hat turned out. So this was the mystery beanie that we started on Thursday. So we did the texture. Then we did 2 rows of half double. And then I did, with this particular yarn, I did 10 rows or 10 rounds of the sedge stitch, finished it off with 2 rounds of half double. And that's how this one turned out. I also, and this is with Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the color Green Apple. And then I remember we started with this candy shop in Jolly Rancher, which had that really dark purple. So that was hard to see. So here's how that one turned out. Let me zoom it back here a little, maybe. There we go. So we've got the same thing, textured, and then I did the 2 rows of half double. This one, even though they're both 4 weights, is a little bit thinner. So instead of doing 10 rounds of the sedge, I did 11. By doing 11, then I changed so that I was working back on the outside, and then I finished it off with the same 2 rounds of half double. And this is how this one turned out. And so that's how that one turned out. All right, y'all. I am going to hop off here and go fix some supper and head over to Miss Nancy's, LittleTreasuresByNancy.com. That's her website, Little Treasures by Nancy on YouTube. And see how she's doing, see what she's doing tonight over on her live. But y'all, remember, if y'all want to stitch along with me, or if you want me to send you this pattern, just shoot me an email. Let me know what it is you're wanting. Just be like, hey, if you don't mind, can you send me the cross stitch pattern for what you're doing for the year long? You will need to change the colors to whatever color palette you choose, but it will give you this design. For this here, no decrease. I just did a half double in each stitch all the way around. I didn't do a decrease. I mean, you can if you want to, but I didn't think it needed it. But now, I could have made this one a little tighter like this. With this particular yarn, I could have went down to an eye hook and it would still fit with the 72. Hey, Tina. But yeah, so this is the hat we made. Okay, so this is the one I started and I went ahead and finished it. And then this is the one that we made the bulk of it on the live. So 10 rounds of sedge, and this one finished off with 2 rounds of half double. This one I did 11 because it's a little bit thinner. And as you see, I mean, they turned out, even doing one extra round, I mean, they're still pretty dang close to the same size. Just because this one's just that much thinner, but it's very soft. This is the first project I've made with this candy shop by Premier. And I really don't remember where I got this. I either got it in a giveaway or when I ordered all those spools a couple of years ago, they may have had some mystery packs and it could have been in that. That's a possibility. But all righty. Let me go grab Miss Nancy's link, y'all. Give me just a second and I will drop it in the chat if anybody would like to go over there, because I forgot to redirect it. So where are you? This one right here. Copy link. Copy StreamYard. And then I know when I reach up on my computer up here, because I have my laptop sitting up on a stand. So when I type, it bounces everything because the stand goes up like this so that it holds my laptop up off the desk so I have all this stuff just like shoved up underneath there. But then it makes the camera bounce because the camera is sitting on top of the laptop. Anyway, if y'all want to go check out Miss Nancy, she is live making some cute little stuff. So y'all head over there and I will see y'all around the YT streets. Woo, scroll that way back up. So I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Remember, oh wait, next week, the Crafty Ladies live will be right here on my channel Saturday night, 6 o'clock. It's going to be me and Nancy, and we have a special guest, Cynthia, with Cynthia's Joyful Creations. I hope y'all can come back and join us. If you want to craft along, I've already got that live scheduled, and I have all of the supplies that you possibly will need. We're going to be making a bookmark. So you'll need something to make your bookmark and then something to decorate your bookmark with. And then we're also going to be doing a painted canvas of a snowflake. So you'll just need whatever paint you want to use for that. Some painter's tape or some washi tape and any size canvas that you want. So, all right, y'all. Hope y'all have a fantastic night. Remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.